When the one with the rifle gets killed, the one who is tolerating picks up the rifle and shoots.
Welcome to the 15th episode of the Pick Up the Rifle and Shoot series, featuring my Ruger 1022. What can I say about the 1022 that hasn't already been said? Besides living up to its reputation as a reliable, accurate, affordable 22 rifle for more than 50 years, it certainly is American as apple pie. The genius of William B. Ruger's 1022 is even more popular today, with different variations available and an overwhelming array of aftermarket accessories. As for me, I only own one 1022 as you see here, and she's a fine example of William B. Ruger's original design, untouched as she left the factory. So here she is, my original 1968 Ruger Model 1022 Carbine. I acquired her from an auction that no one was practically bidding on, perhaps because she was just a plain Jane 1022 that was simply glossed over. But when I saw the 6-digit serial number, I knew this was an older 1022, and later confirmed through Ruger's website as a 1968 date of manufacture. And best of all, it makes her CNR eligible. I was amazed when I received her. Hardly used, all original, the fit and finish was superb, there's no rust, and the bore was absolutely perfect. Simply beautiful. I'll go over in more detail, but first, let's make sure she's all clear. First up is the beautiful walnut stock and aluminum butt plate. Over the years, the walnut stock would be replaced by other hardwoods and the metal butt plate to plastic. Next is the beautiful anodized aluminum receiver. Here you can see the 6-digit serial number, the manufacturer Ruger, the 1022 model designation, caliber, and the Ruger Phoenix logo. Eventually, anodizing will be replaced by just painting. Up top, it appears nothing was ever mounted as the 4-plug screws remain. Next is the alignment flip-up sight. It took me a while to get used to the sight picture as it was a little awkward for me lining up the round bead front sight on a semicircle notch, but eventually it proved to be quite accurate for what it is. Later ones would have a reversible leaf to switch to a square notch. Moving along, on the top of the barrel has the engravings of Sturm, Ruger and Company, with the headquarters in Southport, Connecticut. And yes, there are no barrel warnings anywhere. Next is the aluminum barrel band. Later models will be replaced by plastic. On the muzzle end, the original front sight has a brass round bead that works well with the flip-up rear sight. Now let's go flip her on to the other side. Here's another view of the beautiful walnut stock. I really love how it looks and how it feels. Next up is the bolt. You can see it does not have the Ruger engraving as in newer models. And lastly, the trigger group is all aluminum metal, and she still retains the original magazine, which has a slotted screw. Overall, I'm very happy with my Ruger 1022, and being one made in the 60s, just 4 years off from the original production in 1964, makes it all the more special. You know that old adage that they don't make them like they used to? Well, it certainly does apply. And I'm very fortunate that I experienced how the original 1022s were, and be thankful to have an example virtually untouched. Now let's see if she shoots as well as she looks. Off to the 25-yard range. I always shoot rifles new to me at 25 yards to make sure they function fine and I'm able to group and eventually zero them. I found that CCI standard velocity shot very well with my 1022 and had no issues or malfunctions. After I adjusted the rear sight 2 notches up from bottom, I shot 5 rounds to confirm my 25-yard zero. Let's see how it went. As you can see, all 5 rounds hit perfectly center. Now let's see how she does at 100 meters. My initial groups at 100 meters with a 25-yard zero impacted about 8 to 10 inches low from the bullseye, so I adjusted my rear sight an additional 2 notches up and shot 10 rounds. Let's see how it went. The target I'm using is a 12-inch circle shoot and see target from Big Dog Targets. The first circle is 4 inches in diameter and the second circle is 8. As you can see, 8 rounds group well together with the exception of 2, and with that data, my 1968 Ruger 1022 can at least do 2.95 MOA at 100 meters with the ammo that I'm using, CCI standard velocity 40 grain. Shooting 10 rounds gives me an honest measurement of my capability with the ammo that I'm using. I'll measure 8 out of 10 rounds, 80%, allowing 2 for shoot errors and flyers. I'm sure I could do a lot better in less windy conditions, but I'm still very happy with the results, especially with a bone stock 1022. Now, it's time for the ram challenge. I set up a shooting gallery of 5 1/5 scale rams at 100 meters and challenged myself to knock them off in only 10 rounds. I'm holding the top of the ram silhouette, and surprisingly, I was able to complete the challenge on my second try in windy conditions. Now let's see how it went. I superimposed all the hits so you can see how the group looks. I was sitting left of center. Now, I'll admit the 1022 sights are something left to be desired, but they did do the job, and as long as the ram falls, then it's counted. Challenge completed. So there you have it, my original 1968 Ruger 1022, able to shoot for groups and even clear the ram challenge. Owning a 1022 as close to the original production date of 1964 is quite amazing, and being able to shoot her this well attests to William B. Ruger's genius. Now I am tempted to get another one to modify and customize, but we'll see. Till next time, thanks for watching.